Hello everyone, it's Coffee Stitcher with the first video of 2017. Ooh, 2017. Let's hope it's better than 2016 was. Dear God, that was it was like the last act of a horror movie there in that last week with all the people who died. I mean, it was just, it was a bloodbath was what that was. So here's to 2017. All right. So, let's see. We've got Hall, a lot of it. We've got the 2017 January plans. Stitch from Stash has officially started today. So yesterday was my last big hurrah before that began. Let's see, what else was there? So we've got the 2017 January goals. We've got some whip updates. No actual finishes this week, like I'd hoped, but that's okay. Because it would have been cool to get one more in under the wire, but that didn't happen. So, come see, come saw. Yeah. So I hope everyone had a fabulous Christmas. That for those of you who celebrate, or Hanukkah if you celebrate that, or whatever you choose to celebrate, if you choose to celebrate, I hope it was fabulous. If not, I just hope you had a good week. So, yeah. We do have some Q&A. I know, and there's going to be a few responses to my Lowry video. For those who have not seen it yet, I posted a video of unboxing and assembling my Lowry, which, oh my god, it is amazing, and I love it. It's amazing. I can't wait. My Almanac frame has shipped. It is somewhere in transit. I believe it has left Estonia. Believe, if I'm reading the tracking information correctly. Believe it's left Estonia. So, sometime this month it should be here. Yes. So, okay, first, Vicky8415, you may occasionally hear or see G. He doesn't typically show up in the videos. But he may show up occasionally and at random. If you watch the video where I got his Rocky Horror piece framed, and presented that to him, he actually does show up in that one. Let's see. Jen Johnson asks, what size Almanac frame did I order? And that is a good question. And, so we're going to see if I can get to my email. But of course well, wait, maybe it has. I know I bought one frame and then I added the rods because I wanted to make sure I had one that was big enough for, Giant Harry Potter. Let's see, your order. Okay, well that's pulling up. We'll move on to another question. Let's see. Darla Beckerson asked in the Lowry video, because we did that in the living room, is that a You Are Here collection behind you? Yes. That is not all of them. I have a New York mug, but it was in the dishwasher because I sometimes take it to work. And then I've got the Disney World ones coming from my niece, who's been interning there. So, I don't have all of them. Emma Park, Remy Bear is actually really pretty good about not getting in the way. What I actually battle with him the most is him taking my spot if I get up and go for a few moments. But it's usually pretty easy to convince him to move. And by convince, I mean just pick it. That was weird. I pressed a button on my computer and the phone flipped out, so I don't know what just happened there. Let's see. Thought it had finally loaded. Okay. I ordered the 50 by 20 frame And then I added the 70. So I've got the 50 bars and the 70s coming. I figured that would probably be good enough. And those are in centimeters. I don't remember what the conversion is, but I promise you when they get here, I'll actually find out for sure. A lot of people recommended putting something heavy on the base plate for the Lowry. It actually fits right under my my couch, so it sits there, and that keeps it pretty straight. I haven't really had any issues with wobbling. So let's see. Stitchy San, if it says anything, international shipping to the UK from the UK to the US was only $8. So, or $8 US. So it may actually not be that expensive shipping wise. You can always just throw it in a cart on so and so and see. You don't have to commit. Let's see. Let's see. Lynn Vixen asks, "What is my favorite project for 2017 going to be?" The answer is I don't know. I won't know until the year is over because I don't know what else coming. I think my favorite from 2016 was probably either the Brooks ornament Oz characters that I did as ornaments, the Rocky Horror that I did for G, or I also really, really loved the Wizard of Oz Sal from Pedal Pusher. So it's one of those. But thank you to everyone for the Christmas wishes. All right. So without further ado, let's go into the haul, because there's a lot. Okay, so first off, the one thing I didn't show in the Lowry video, because it wasn't a Lowry, was I got my first Bothy kit, which is Cut Through Haunted House. And I gotta say, I'm really impressed at the kit. I don't know if I'll use the Ada that's included. I probably will, simply because I don't know when else I'd use it. But you get all the fabric pre-sorted. Or all the fabric. This is not fabric, this is floss. I don't know if it's Anchor or GMC, but it's one of the two. So it comes with your floss. You get your Ada. You get a needle, which I won't use because I don't particularly care for gold needles. And then you get your instructions, and you get 2 copies of the chart, and they have videos that show this off really well, but they're big. You get one section that's all the backstitch and finishing information. And then you get one that's just the symbols. So I think that's actually really pretty cool. So there you go. So it's my first one. This is going to be one of those that I start I'll start it probably next year at some point. I'm just not sure when. Let's get everything kind of put back together. So, but it's really, really well put together. I'm very excited to do my first Bothy. I got it because it was on sale, and I was already placing an order, and it didn't change my shipping costs, so I thought, why not? Alright. Let's see. Then I got, and this isn't the floss I had to place a 1, 2, 3 stitch order because I had a, gift card. So I ordered the 1 week Styworks that I needed for Spooked, which you'll see in a few moments, and to just fill out the gift card and the shipping, I ordered a piece of Caribbean Blue, 28 count even weave from Witcholt, And I'm going to use this for the Soda Stitch Little Mermaid. So that will be my start after Snow White's done, but we'll get into discussions on that. Oh, that's later. Okay. I picked up 2 magazines at Barnes & Noble. I picked up World of Cross Stitch. This is not helpful because it doesn't tell me which number this is. Well, hell. I would love to tell you which World of Cross Stitching this is, but unfortunately the sticker is covering that information up. Let's see, does this maybe tell me? I'm gonna guess this is issue 248. We're gonna go with that. But I got it because it has this really pretty Cinderella pattern by Shannon Wassaleaf. There it is. So that's why I bought that. And then I got Cross Stitch Crazy, the December one, because of the Stitchrovia Santa. This one. So, which I'm totally going to do on, I think, Crystal Storm from Picture This Plus. Andrea at my LNS is ordering that for me. So, I'm excited for that. Alright. So, that was that part. And then, Kate and I met up at Stitch Knits yesterday. And I got my Christmas present from her, which was 2 more of the Muppets and Stitches. Nap Time, which has the Muppet Babies on it. So, and it's super cute. It's got Baby Kermit and Baby Fozzie and Baby Gonzo and Baby Animal and, of course, Baby Piggy. As well as, and you can make a blanket, or there's the Sweet Dream. So this one's really, really cute. And then Muppet, or Love and Bloom, which has Miss Piggy and Kermit. So, and she got me a Kermit the Frog needle minder. Hey ho, Kermit the Frog here, and I'll keep your needles safe. Yay! Alright. So then we went to Stitch. We had some fun at Stitch. I had a lot of Christmas money, so I actually really didn't spend too much of my own money. So we'll start with the charts. I got, this one is called House in the Woods Sampler by Giulia Punti Antici, or GPA. She's Italian. But it's really pretty. It uses Silken Colors, Water Lilies, and Silk Mori. So this is going to be a slowly kitted up one. But isn't that pretty? I just love that house. It's got specialty stitches, so it's got all sorts of stuff that Garrett approves of in these. And then I got Basket of Cherries from Blackbird Designs. I've been looking at this for a while, and I kind of like them all, so I'm slowly going to just buy one at a time. And I do intend to do them all in one, like she did it, but I'm going to do some changes to things to make sure my colors all work. Alright. Then I got 2 cuts of fabric. I got 32 count Joblin and April Showers from Hand Dyed by Stephanie, which is sort of a blue and purple. And then there was a weird little taggy piece, so she gave me that, which I actually think would be very perfect for Pedal Pushers Glinda to do her individually. Let's see. And then I got Watercress from Witchold. Again, it's a fat 1/8, and this is also 28 count Joblin, and this will be for the Soda Stitch Wizard of Oz. So I'm set for my next 3 Soda Stitches. And then we got some floss. So, go over the floss colors. I got Tin Bucket, which has a story behind it. So here's Tin Bucket. These are my Gentle Arts buys. I got Heirloom Gold, which I needed for Quaker Mermaid, which I'll be starting at some point this year. Then I finished out most of the B's. I actually got one that I didn't mean to and didn't get one that I did mean to, so go me. But I got... These are not really quite in alphabetical order anymore. I guess they sort of are. Banker's Gray. Berry Cobbler. They didn't have burnt orange, so I didn't get burnt orange. Blackboard. I didn't get black licorice because I thought I had it, and I don't. Blue Jay. Bluebell, which is much more blue than it's showing here. This will get used possibly in Passport. Brick Path. Burlap. And Buttermilk, which I already have. So I'm going to hope that Andrea next time I'm in will just let me swap, because I don't need a second scan of Buttermilk right now. I just looked at it and went, oh, this is one I don't think I've got. Should have checked my list. Okay, so that was my Gentle Arts. Then I got some, well, hang on, I got one other Gentle Arts. I got Gentle Arts Tea Rose and the wool, because I'll need that for sure in Passport. One of the things I am doing in Passport, all of the hair is going to be done in wool. And then, like, the pink is going to go in the girl who's in Russia and her stuff, so that it's going to be a texture thing. Alright, so then I got some classic Colorworks. These were in alphabetical order, but now they're not, and I'm not going to try and figure that back out again. Couple of these I bought because they were in, Cereal Bowl #1 by Plum Street, and I wanted to, since I had remnants, I wanted to make sure I had all of. I wanted a full skein just because that makes my life easier. I got Bejeweled, because it was pretty. And then a lot of these, a couple of these I got for specific things, like... And then I bought several that are just sort of reds and greens, because I'm going to do a color conversion on Holly and Hearts when I start it. But these are actually for Quaker Mermaid, Peapod, Really Tealy, Peapod was also in Cereal Bowl, and Key Largo. And then I bought Hollyberry, Mistletoe, Aaron Go Emerald, Barn Door, which was in Cereal Bowl, and Manor Red. So my plan when I do Holly and Hearts is I'm going to try and make it much more like a Victorian greens because of the Christmas Carol quote. So I'm going to go for more Victorian style coloring. She got a ton of Rainbow Gallery from Threads That Binds closing. So I bought 2 cards. One because it was pretty. This is Sparkle Braid. And it says it's easier to use than filament, so it's in green. And then I bought highlights in blue because I thought this looked like water, and I'm definitely going to use it in Passport for my waters. I think, maybe. We'll see. And then I bought a crap ton of Krynic. Some of which I actually do need, some of which I don't need. One of which was an accidental blending filament because it was in the wrong spot, which I do not fault her for at all because I know that's been her area that she's trying to get under control. So I got 2 blending filaments, red and star yellow, and the red is high luster. The star yellow is not the one I meant to get in blending. But that's okay. It'll get used. The Brooks Book Cinderella, I got my ribbon in 92.94 and 32.31. The 90, I think it was 92.94 as well. And or no, it was a 50. It was one of the 50 numbers. They accidentally sent her number 8, so I did not pick up that this time. And then I got a whole butt ton of other random colors. I got one of the few fluorescents I don't have, even though I don't really ever use the fluorescents. I still felt like I needed to. So I got these. These. And these. And then I got bobbins, but y'all don't need to see my bobbins, because you just don't need to see bobbins. Oh, and there was one other. Here we go. So that was my haul from Stitch Niche. Alright. So, there's all of that. Since I've got this in here, I'm going to go ahead and take this one out, even though there we go. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I worked on this week. Oh, actually, first I'm going to show you. I also, from Stitch Niche, picked up National Parks, which you may have seen on social media, may not have. But I took this, of course, we've already changed calendars. I want to say I took this like December 10th. It was 2 Saturdays before Christmas, and I got it back already. And it's done beautifully. Debbie and her husband are the framers now, and they did a phenomenal job. But here it is, in time for my dad. My dad's birthday is middle of the month. But there we go. And they even include the hanging stuff for it. So here it is. I thought this frame was perfect when I saw it, because it has that rusticy look. So I'm really, really pleased with how it turned out. It's actually a smaller piece than I thought it was when you actually see it framed. So hopefully Dad will like it. Gonna cross my fingers. I think he will. So there is that for now. Alright, so this week I started work on Octopus Garden, because I restarted it. And, I bought all of the colors I thought I needed. What I didn't realize was all I had of Tin Bucket were remnants. So this was as far as I got before I ran out of Tin Buckets. So now I bought some Tin Bucket. That's why I bought the Tin Bucket. So, there we go. But I'm really enjoying it. I just ran out of, and the inside of his body is kind of weird, and then a lot of the tree was Tin Bucket, so I just went, we'll just wait until I can go to Stitch Niche and get what I need. So I worked on Octopus, and then I started Spooked by Lizzie Kate. Now, I'm doing this on 36 count R&R Reproductions espresso, which I got from my Stitchy box. There it is. I got all of part 2 done, except for a little bit of the border, which I'm okay with. This border moves a lot faster than Things Unseen's border did, so I have no problem waiting and finishing that in the next month. So I'm going to do part 1 next, and then part 3. So, and we're going to pray that I have enough. I should have enough, because I did the math like 3 times, double checking myself. And I'm just going to use this note card real quick to... Yes, I will have enough. Okay, good. So, I started it. The only change... I made 2 changes, one inadvertent, one intentional. I'm not using the embellishment pack, but both of them are in this little witch down here. It's called for Citronella, but my Citronella is really yellowy, so I used Guacamole instead for her face. And then in her skirt, I accidentally did this. It's only supposed to be 1 row of coal, but I accidentally put that in the wrong spot, and I thought, I am not going to frog this. So I didn't. So, but there it is. It's a really, really fun little stitch, though. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Which kind of leads me into the 2017 plans. So let me... Oh, well, and then this week I'm starting on Passport. So I'll start and I'll do London, and then I'll do Alice from from the Brooks books, Once Upon a Stitch, Alice in Wonderland. Okay, so January goals and then the plans in general. So after I finish not Things Unseen, Spooked, I'm going to do Holly and Hearts. And then after Holly and Hearts, I'm going to do A Very Scary Halloween. And then I will, I think, have done all of the mystery samplers that Lizzie Kate has done. Just going to work one after another. After I finish Snow White from Soda Stitch, I'm going to go on to Little Mermaid and then Wizard of Oz. So that's kind of the plan in terms of those. So as I finish one, I'm just going to go to the next one in the series. So my goals for January are obviously London and Alice. Then Night Before Christmas, which is the one I'm doing with my lovely friend Erin. Here it is. We're going to do one of the next blocks. I'm not sure which one. She gets to pick this month because I picked this one last month. So she gets to pick this month. So I'll do one block and then any of the snowflakes and such that are sort of around it. This over here. I'm trying to kind of keep myself a little organized. Spooked, obviously, like I said, I'm going to finish part 2, start part 1. Snow White from Soda Stitch. We're going to do The Prince, who's over here. So I'll do The Prince and The Crown, and I may do this Top Biscuit Square. I'm not sure yet. And then I realize I still got to go back and backstitch him a little. So that's going to be the plan there. So I'll finish that and then should finish this one up in March. So I've got a couple of things that'll probably wind down in March. All right. On Octopus, we're going to finish the Octopus, and we're going to do the tree that's behind him, and then I think from there I'll be able to figure out how to break it up better. Story time, the goal is going to be to do Harry Potter this month. I'll have the Almanac by the end of the month, hopefully, and that'll because I'm having a little trouble with my Q-snap, because it's not like it's super close to the edge, but it's close enough that I'm not getting the tension I want, so that was why I kind of put that one away until I get the frame, because I think that'll make life a lot easier. Alright, then Giant Harry Potter, which I got surged yesterday, so that'll make me be a little lazy on it, and I'm getting the frame, and that's kind of why it held off on it, it's just so big. The 11x17 Q-snap is bulky. So the plan is to finish up the Ravenclaw banner. So alright. Then we've got Longfellow, who I'm going to go for a page finish on. So there's where I'm at on it. So I've got a little bit of the border left, and then some tower, and then it'll be done. So my goal, this is going to be one of those that it's going to be about a page finish every 2 months. So, at least currently. When I get into the sections that are more words, then I may be get more done. So, but right now while I'm working on the tower, and that's going to take longer. Wonderland, my plan, I finished Alice. So my plan is going to be to get in this upper corner here, I'm going to get all of the game board spaces done. So that's the goal there. And they're in alternating red, black, and white is my current thinking. To sort of tie into the chess theme. And then Paradise Lost, which I'm doing at work, my goal is going to be to finish the blue part of the banner this month. Alright. Well, that is everything from that front. So, there you go. That's all my cross-stitch for this video. I'm going to do it's sort of an intro to OzTube video next. I'm not going to split it onto its own channel as of now, mostly because I don't know how to do that on my phone. So, but they will be clearly labeled as OzTube versus video. So, OzTube will mean Oz. So if you don't want to watch those, that's how you'll know which ones they are. So, that's kind of it for now. Hope everyone has a great start to their new year, and I'll see you all next week.